Hello everyone and Happy New Year to you all. This is Vickie Verlie, the Rock and Roll Prophetess, and I'm going to do a year ahead reading as a general outlook for all signs. Now, because I realize that even though I've been doing the year ahead readings, private readings for years now, I've never done one on YouTube to actually show you what it's like. So also as a token of my appreciation, I'm going to go through and do one for each sign. Now a little bit of how this works. Now if you were to order a personal reading, there would be a lot of astrology beforehand. Because by looking into your astrology, that really helps me tune into your energy, and then I can relate a lot of these things. But I'm just going to show you how the card portion works. So what I do is I break the year down into the 4 quarters of the year, starting with January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and October, November, December. And for each row, I do throw 3 cards for you. I have the tarot. And even though there's 3 cards and 3 months, it's not rigid. It's not like, well, this card stands for January, this one for February. It's very fluid. It's very flowing. It's 3 cards to just represent the overall energy of this time frame for you. In a personal reading too, I would also be incorporating astrology in this to some degree in this part of the reading, and I definitely would be incorporating the psychic reading and tuning in just to you and picking up things just for you as we go along. But I just thought, well, let's just do one for the collective. So we're going to get started right now, and we're going to start out with Aries. Okay, Aries, this is for Aries sun sign, rising sign, moon, or anybody with prominent Aries in their chart. This is going to be the 4 quarters of the year, the tarot portion of the year ahead that I do for the personal readings, just the tarot portion. The one for the personal readings is much more in depth. So what's for January, February, March for Aries? We've got the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. Next up to the April, May, June segment for Aries. April, May, June. We've got 5 of Rods, Knight of Rods, and 10 of Cups. You've got 2 10s right in a row. July, August, September for Aries. July, August, September for Aries. Queen of Rods, that's you. 7 of Swords, 6 of Rods. October, November, December for Aries. October, November, December for our Aries friends. October, November, December. And again, it's not each card per month, it's just 3 cards for the overall energy and vibration of that quarter or quadrant of the year. Okay, let's see if I can get this. Since you're the first sign, and as always, it's not quite aligned perfectly, so let's see if we can do a little better on the alignments. Make sure we can get all the cards. Ooh, we don't want to go that hard. You can see my smudge and all my stuff over here. Let's get this a little bit. I think that's probably good enough. You can see it good. They're all in frame. Hopefully it's good. Starting out with the Ace of Swords for the new year. Beautiful energy, having some kind of big victory, breakthrough. Could be right around that first of the year or in that first month of January. Something that may have seemed kind of dark and dismal, all of a sudden the light shines through. Having to do with an individual who may be a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or this could be occurring in the time of water. Now during this quadrant of the year, the time of water would be Pisces, which is late February and May. Leading to the Ten of Pentacles, beautiful energy of wealth, abundance, and money. So you're going to be, looks like you could have some major breakthrough with money in the first quarter of the year. April, May, June, there's still some struggles to get over. You're looking at them. Here's what I feel, because this is your card. Well, this could be your card or this could be you. They're both you. Fire sign energy, that's you. April, May, June, we're going to be in that time of your solar return, but also this is the eclipse season, and there will be an eclipse in your sign, Aries, on April 20th. There's going to be a new moon eclipse in your sign. So by April 20th, trying to get everything together, I feel like what you're doing is you're addressing it, because you're looking right at it. So whatever the obstacles, the conflicts, you're looking right at it, you're addressing it, and then you're bringing behind you with this beautiful energy of the Ten of Cups, which is the happy family, the happy life, marriage. Somebody could be getting married, even you. Maybe even you, but maybe it's somebody else. July, August, September, we've got you again, and you're looking over here again. So there's some kind of thing that seems to be carrying through that you do have to tie up some loose ends, but it is coming to completion here with as we do have the 2 tens. I should pull out I got some new wands and they're so beautiful. I should start using them. They're gorgeous. They're actually hair bow things, but I'm going to use them as a wand. So it's all leading to this completion. And it's leading over here to this Six of Rods. This is victory, triumph. You're going to have triumph on multiple levels through money and marriage, love, family. Last quarter of the year, things are going to start moving quickly to some sort of a big change with the Death card here. Now, I do want to tell you that this big change is something that you are wanting. It definitely looks wanted. It feels like it's an end to whatever this struggle is that's carrying on, you know, through these couple of months, these mid-month energies here. Leading up to the end of the year with monies coming through in the form of the Page of Pentacles, which is beautiful money. This is news about money. Your release really is very strong for me. I feel like you're finally done with this other thing and you're moving on to the next chapter of your life. A lot of things are coming to completion, but new beginnings as well, as always. And we are moving into the time frame of the eclipses being in your sign, which is something I would go into much more depth in your, if you were an Aries. I would look at your chart and give you exact dates and feel into the energy of it as it pertains to you. But this is just the card portion. So let's go ahead and get our Animal Totem for our Aries peeps. We've got the horse, journey, travel. Horse can also be Sagittarius time because it's the Sagittarius energy of the centaur. You maybe, one of these could be you and you could be dealing with the Sagittarius. Horse, magic, divination, astral travel, journey. Ride like the wind to the furthest reaches. Expand beyond your comfort zone and explore the realms of possibility. Yeah, I really get strong there's going to be you exploring new avenues, new things. Things are coming to an end, but new doors are opening. Okay, let's go ahead and get our cards shuffled up as we go on to the next sign of Taurus. Okay, Taurus, so you're not getting hit with anything astrologically as far as just in general, but I will be, well, actually there is going to be another eclipse in your sign. I take that back. October, right by All Hallows Eve, Halloween, October 28th. There will be an eclipse in your sign. The nodes will be moving out of your sign, which they've been in there for a couple of years. The south node, it's going to be moving out in July. Jupiter, actually, Jupiter's going to be moving into your sign in May. So this is also kind of a big thing that's going to be happening. So I take that back. There's quite a bit of astrology happening for you, Taurus. And if you ordered the personal reading, we would go into that in much more detail. But for now, we're just going to do the cards for January, February, March. Again, if you didn't watch the intro and you're not sure what I'm actually doing here, you may want to go back and watch the intro. I don't want to have to really repeat it for each sign. April, May, June for our Tauruses. April, May, June. April, May, June. April, May, June. April, May, June. Okay, and then July, August, September for our Taurus friends. July, August, September. July, August, September. July, August, September. The Ace of Swords was out in the last reading in that same row. And here's our July, August, September. And this Triumph is really standing out to me, but I'll go back to it. Let's get all the cards out first. And then finally we're going to have October, November, December for our Taurus friends for the 2023. You look ahead. Okay. Let's get these lined up a little neater, and then we'll dive right into the reading. Okay, so, you know, the lovers, there is some kind of, some of you may be, I'm just looking at the whole year overall. Some of you may be ending one relationship and starting into another. I will say that can be a factor. There's other things involved, but it's showing all around, all this emotional stuff. We kick off the year with the lovers with the Ace of Swords, so that's beautiful energy. Like, it could be like you finally find your person, or you finally fall in love or find that beautiful partnership that you've been looking for. But it's funny that there happens to be this Three of Swords around it. So it could be either that person is going through divorce, or you are, or they've been in a bad relationship, or you are, you know, and you're trying to break out of it again. If I were to do this for your personal, I would be able to tune in just for you. But you do have the Ace of Swords, so this is some kind of breakthrough, breakout regarding love and relationship. April, May, June, we're getting into here. This is that time frame when Jupiter's going to go into your sign, and it's your birthday. This is also the eclipse season, so really powerful time. It looks really great lineup for you, Taurus. You've got Ace of Pentacles, some kind of new money thing. If this has been the hold up, if some of you have been staying in a bad relationship because you don't have the money, or you're reliant on them to as you know, to afford co-incomes, and you can't. This may be the breakout thing where you don't have to rely on them financially anymore. Or if you are actually going through an actual divorce, this could be where the money gets settled. You know, we're going to settle the money. They're going to have to give you so much, or you owe to them, whatever. There seems to be offers of money, but I do feel like you're coming out really happy on top at the end of it. You're happy that it's happening. It's a move. It's a move forward for you. It's you getting your freedom, is what I really want to say. But it's also you getting this next move, this next step in your life. July, August, September. There's still some money things a little bit lingering, but there's some beautiful energy coming in with a lot of love. This feels very love vibe again over here. Happiness and celebration. In America, we do have that 3-day weekend. I'll often use this card for the 3-day weekend, and it will be Labor Day weekend, usually around the end of August, September of 2023. So it could be exactly at that time. Although this could also be referring to water sign time, which would be back in July when we have the water sign energy. Whatever the case, lots of love and happiness. Happiness in a romantic way, perhaps, or just happiness of having good times, friends, family, those kind of, you know, joyous interactions is what the guides came through with. October, November, December, you are dealing with something here. There is something that has to be dealt with, but I do feel like there's this, I don't know if, I want to say this is you, but it could be somebody else. But it feels like you stepping into this role of, look at how she's kind of detached from it. It's almost like you've gone to this next step. And even though there's maybe some things going on, it may involve you directly, it may not involve you directly. You're staying in this zone of almost detachment, not complete detachment. You care, there's an emotional attachment, you care, but you know, somebody out there, I'm going to just say it, I'm getting this real strong, these look like needles, and somebody out there has a drug problem, and they want to borrow money off you, and you know, there's this, I care for you, but you know, you may have to even let them hit rock bottom. It's not going to apply to everybody, and if this isn't resonating, then go ahead and go into your rising or moon. But at any rate, let's get the Animal Totem for our Taurus friends for the year of, I was going to say the month of 2023, because I'm so used to saying it that way, but it's actually the year of 2023. Got the Camel. Camel is journey also. Camel, though, is about like saving up your strength, or building your strength. With Jupiter in your sign this year, you're going to be, you know, you're going to be building your strength. And again, in the actual year ahead readings, the personal ones, I go a lot more into that, and I look at it specifically as it's hitting your Taurus stuff, the dates and everything. But for a general reading like this, you know, Dragon of the desert, wayfaring soul, sure-footedness amidst the shifting sands, overcoming insurmountable odds, preparing for the journey ahead. Yeah, you're preparing for this journey ahead, and there's definitely it's your breakout moment. I don't know if I said that for somebody else, but it's definitely coming through on your reading. Your breakout moment. Okay, thank you for tuning in, Taurus. Don't forget to hit your rising and moon sign, and let's get these cards shuffled up again, and we're going to go into the next sign, which is Gemini. All right, Gemini. Not a whole lot of astrology for you, but there will be stuff, you know. If I look at your personal reading, there's going to be stuff. I'll look into, there'll be things. Believe me, there always is. But anyways, let's take a look at what is coming up for our Gemini friends for the year of 2023. If you didn't watch the intro, I recommend that you do, January, February, March, because I explain a little bit more about the mechanics of this meaning and what each row actually means. It's not one card per row, or one card per month. And then we go into April, May, and June for our Gemini friends. Gemini, April, May, June. April, May, and June. April, May, June. Okay, I'm going to do a shuffle like this for Gemini. Since you're the twins, we got to cut the deck into two piles. July, August, September for our Gemini friends. July, August, and September. And then finally, October, November, December for our Gemini friends. October, November, December. Again, if I do a personal reading, there'll be an astrology portion, and I'll be tuning into your actual energy, so it'll be a lot more detail. And longer. It's longer. It's about 20-minute reading when I do your personal reading. Okay, so here we go. This starting out the year with these beautiful, looks like blessings. Could be somebody's pregnant. I feel for some of you there's definitely something about, this is a health situation here. I'm going to have to get some spray. I'm having a little bit of a hot flash here. I'm going to have to spray myself down. Sorry about that. Looks like some health situation. And this seer stands out to me, and I'm feeling like they're talking about a seer, like some kind of a X-ray or MRI or, you know, something along those lines. So if any of you, I'm not a doctor and I cannot give health advice, but I can say that that's what this is reminding me of. And I feel, it feels like a deep, they have to look deep. And I feel like they're going to find something and it's all going to be, yay, we're done. So if you have any minor symptoms or the doctor's recommending some kind of routine scan, don't put it off, get it done, because I feel like it's going to make things go really well for you. If you've been trying to be pregnant or somebody else has, perhaps this Queen of Cups here, because you're an air sign, that's not you, then you could, you know, maybe there's going to be an addition to the family. Some of you may be doing some really creative stuff that really is blossoming and flourishing or even healing to you. It looks like a wonderful time frame for the first quarter. April, May, June, there is some offer coming here, and it looks like it's definitely something that you want. This is the direction that you want to go in, that you have wanted to go in. This is going to coincide with your life plan. I mean, that's really what's coming through it. Leaving behind heartbreak, but I also feel for some people that this heartbreak may be, hey, I've got to take this opportunity, and it could be like you don't really, you have to leave somebody or something behind, and there is some heartbreak associated with it. Also, this is going to be eclipse season in here. April, May, June of 2023 is going to be the eclipse season. So things could be on flux and changing. July, August, September, it looks like many of you could be moving or buying a house, perhaps in water sign time of Cancer in early July. Maybe putting down a home down payment. You've got a 4 here and a 4 here and a 4 there. You've got a lot of 4s. And to me, I think of 4s as the 4th house in astrology, as foundations, about laying down a new foundation. Often when you have a major planet transiting your 4th house in astrology, you will be moving. So changes in your home environment for the better. There's somebody involved, perhaps a romantic situation, water sign energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or perhaps that's just because they're bringing the romantic thing here. October, November, December, there is some stress and worry about some money situations perhaps, but I feel like you have a plan, and I feel like you don't even know it yet, but there is somebody out there who's looking over your stuff. They may not be doing the hiring again until the next year, like of 2024. I'm going to light a little bit of smudge here. But they're looking over. There's a solution. Things are happening that you don't know about. Your most important thing, if you go through some turbulence in this time frame, is to stay calm. I'm hearing keep calm and carry on. That's what the guides are saying. Okay, let's get our Animal Totem card for our Gemini friends for the month of 2023. For Gemini. Gemini. What do we got here? Ox. That is keep plowing through. Keep going. Don't give up. Tenacity. Being in a state of working hard and following your own. You set your eyes on something. You've set your eyes on something. Like, you know, people do. I'm watching you, that eye motion. That's what I'm getting off this ox energy. So maybe somebody's watching you, but I feel like it's eye on the prize, eye on the prize. Keep going, and you're going to see the results. You've got a few obstacles to get over, but, you know, such is life. Overall, making a lot of progress this year, and if you're wanting to move, this could definitely be the year to move. All right, let's go on to our next sign of Cancer, which is going to be anything big happening with our Cancers as far as transits go. Nothing directly, nothing hitting you absolutely directly, but there's always things, you know, there's always things, you know, everybody's got transits to something all the time. So again, at the beginning of a personal reading, I would be looking into that, and by looking into your astrology, it also helps me really tune into your energy so that when I move over to the card reading, I've still got all that kind of in my head, and I can see things. I can see things and tune into you personally. But this is a general reading for the collective for our Cancer. So for January, February, March, the first row. If you didn't watch the intro, kind of explains more about what this all means. I advise that you do. I advise that you look at the intro. This one wanted to come out, so then we're going to do a 2-cut for April, May, June. So. And then we're going to go into July, August, September. This is for our Cancer friends. Cancer rising, moon, or anybody with Cancer, you know, in their chart. Or your partner's chart, or your child, or whoever you're looking into here. Wow, money sure looks good during this period. Wow. And then October, November, December for our Cancer friends of 2023. October, November, and December. Oh, well, it's not like that, though. It's not one card per month. Watch the intro. I just happen to say it that way. But it's not exactly how it works. Okay, first few months here, we've got this fire sign energy, really fiery, really kicking off. You know, it feels like it's really kicking off the year. Technically, if I were going to do it astrology-wise, I would say it might be towards the end of this segment, end of March, as we move into Aries. But I wouldn't be surprised, because we will have some kind of a Leo full moon when we're in late January in Aquarius, rather. So it could be late January, February, or it just could be a fire sign person, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Feels like they're a go-getter, they're a doer. You know, they're just somebody who's very fiery that's coming into your life, and you're going to get a lot accomplished. This person, it could be like an assistant or a co-worker. It feels like they're coming in and like, come on, let's do this, you know. You're really making a lot of progress and having a lot of success. And this is a heaven-sent relationship with this Temperance card here. You know, this is somebody that you get along with really well. You wouldn't think it, because you're water and they're fire. But you could, you know, as a Cancer, you probably have some Leo in your chart. I mean, you could have fire or air in your chart all over the place. But you're getting a lot accomplished, and it's largely due to this person. They're reinvigorating your life or this project or whatever's happening. April, May, June, you look like you're a little bit in this. Both of these figures, if you notice, kind of have their head down here. They're like, oh, we got this far, but I need to rest, or I want to assess the situation. This is also the first round of eclipses that's coming through, so there could be a lot of, you know, things all of a sudden could change or halt or whatever. You know, you may be in a little bit of a slump here, but the fire energy is still burning. There's still ideas. And speak to spirit, because this guy's looking right up here at this Temperance card as they're communicating with spirit, and they're bouncing ideas, and they're listening. July, August, September, money, money, money. Look at this. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. I feel like many of you are going to be reaching some sort of pinnacle of success. Some kind of goal that you've set for yourself back here in this 3 of Rods. It's going to be achieved with this 3 and 10 of Pentacles in this time frame. And then it looks like, well, you're kind of like, well, I've got here, now what's next? And this is what's next. Or you may take some of that money and reinvest it, or start another business, or invest in some kind of a startup, or stocks, or it could be just a lot of different things. Real estate, perhaps, with this card. October, November, December, you're kind of, you know, you might need a rest. You might need a rest. This is also the second round of eclipse season during this time frame. Again, not in your sign, but it's going to start happening in Libra and Aries. Let me pull out the chart for this. I won't go deep into the astrology right now. But that's this cardinal energy, you know. It's going to start going in Libra and Aries eclipse, and it's going to be squaring all your Capricorn and Cancer people. So you fall into that category. You may need to slow down. You may need to take a rest. This may be a time when you just slow down and make the plans for the next step. See your future and make it happen. That's what the guide said. Okay, let's go ahead and get our animal totem for our Cancer people for the year of 2023. For Cancer, animal totem, the sheep. The sheep is all about being timid and all this kind of thing, gentle, timid. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of conversion with spirit, speaking to your guides and angels. The sheep are out in the field all the time. They're out in nature, so get out in nature. Get that peace of mind that comes from being out in nature. Because you're a water sign, particularly by the water, perhaps. Lamb of God, take away the sins of the world. Sacrifice, vulnerability, innocence, humility, stillness, peace, quiet, pastoral life. Prophetic dreams uncover ancient knowledge. Ooh, you could definitely be having some prophetic dreams there. And even down here where you're kind of going inward. And you know, Cancer, that's your thing anyway. You kind of crawl in and out of your shell all the time, depending on where the moon is, you know, and you're very affected by the moon. So this very well could be the Leo full moon going in. I actually have an astrology calendar right here. I could look it up real quick. There's going to be probably a Leo full moon somewhere here. There'll be a Capricorn new moon, and then we're going to have, well, your full moon is going to be right on the... See, I'll be looking into this if you ordered a personal reading. There will be a full moon in Leo on January 5th, because that's what it felt like to me. Something that's right kicking off right at the get-go of the year. Let me turn that bright light back off again. All right, Cancers, hope you have the best year ever. Now we're going to move on to the next sign of Leo. Okay, Leos, let me get these cards back in the deck and do a reshuffle and shuffle your energy. Again, if this were a personal reading, I would definitely be looking into your astrology and tuning into you personally, so it would be a longer and more in-depth. But this is just to give everybody an idea of what the year ahead reading looks like if you've never ordered it. Okay, so July, August, September. What am I talking about? Because that's Leo time. Leo, this is for Leo for 2023. We're going to start with January, February, March of 2023 for our Leo friends. We've got Ace of Rods, Five of Cups, and finally the Judgment card, ending of karmic cycles. April, May, June for our Leo friends. We've got 3 cards here, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and Page of Rods. If you didn't watch the little intro, that's going to explain a lot more about how this is all working. I advise that you do watch the very intro thing. Okay, July, August, September for Leos. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the time that something big happens, because I accidentally, there are no accidents, said July, August, September right in the beginning, but we're going to look at July, August, September for our Leo friends. July, August, September, July, August, September for Leos. And then finally October, November, December. 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 Okay. Let's get these all aligned here and see what we've got. Well, right off the bat, you do have 2 aces. You've got ace of... Looks like something that maybe you gave up on or that didn't work in the past. Could have been 5 years, 5 months ago. Could show signs of reigniting, some kind of new spark, some kind of new beginning. And whatever the suffering was surrounding you trying to get this thing going, you've paid your karmic debt. You've paid your karmic debt. It was some karmic lesson that you had to learn, and you're free to move forward and you're free to move on. April, May, June is the first rounds of eclipses, and it looks like there's some new money showing up for you. Surrounding this Knight of Cups, water sign energy. So that would be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Could be happening in the time of water as we move into the summer solstice, which would be like June 20th. At end of June, we move into Cancer. But this could also just be a person who's a water sign person. Could also be somebody you're romantically involved. Could also be somebody that this is a creative venture, because they're very visionary. This is a visionary sign. You're going to feel like a kid again. That's what I feel like. And some of you, and this would be something if you ordered a personal reading I would look into, some of you are completing some big cycles that started from when you were children. These could be big Saturn cycles or big, Uranian cycles. Yeah, well, mostly it's going to be Saturn or, but it's some kind of, you're feeling like a kid again, and there's some karmic thing where it's almost like all this heavy energy, you feel like a kid again, and you're excited about life again. Well, that's you anyway, Leo. Your 5th house, that's kind of your vibe anyway in nature. July to September, you've got the beautiful energy of the star bringing in some kind of financial gains and money perhaps for you. You're going to have to make a decision. You may be making the decision, or somebody else may be making the decision. I feel like it's you. I feel like the star is going to show up with this opportunity, perhaps in the time of Earth, which is going to be then late August into September. Right after your sign, we move into Virgo. Could be in that time frame. And, news, I see news, and he reminds me of a newsboy, like extra, read all about it. I mean, hardly anybody, we don't really use, that's kind of an outdated thing with the newspapers anymore, but maybe it could be an online newspaper, or even an online, job posting, or something along those lines here, but it feels like it's for you, and you would definitely want to act on that. Don't hesitate. There's going to be a lot of competition for this. They want you to just stay calm, stay in your center, know that it's meant for you. You've got a lot of high spiritual cards throughout the year. You've got the Judgment, the Star, and the High Priestess. 3 powerful major arcana cards that are also very spiritual. Going through a lot of competition and maybe some, little bit of turbulent water, but then if you go inward, you stay in your power, embrace the divine feminine, bam, things are going to work out for you. Okay, let's go ahead and get the Animal Totem for our Leo friends. I keep wanting to say the month. I'm so used to doing just months. For the year of 2023. I was going to grab another crystal. For the year of 2023 for Leo. The frog, beautiful energy of leaping forward, leaping to living your best life, jumping timelines even, just the frog can be. Rainmaker, alchemist, clairaudience. It's referencing the psychic stuff again. Fertility, transformation, metamorphosis, safe passage to the netherworld. The final stages of growth, you have arrived. You know, this is very key too with this karmic thing and something from your childhood. You could have some major revelation. It could be some kind of inner child thing that was laid on you, or upset you or hurt you back when you were younger, and now you've come to this big cycle. Definitely completion of big major cycles, big turning points for many Leos. Well, here's another thing, that just a little bit of astrology. Of course, if you had a personal reading, I'd really look into it. With Saturn being in Aquarius and then moving out, and Pluto moving into Aquarius, it will be opposing a lot of your Leo stuff. If you have Leo sun, or even if you have planets in Leo. So that's something, we're not going to talk about here, but we will definitely look into in a personal reading. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next sign of Virgo. And take a look at what's going on for our Virgos. I just want to make a check mark so I know where I don't lose my place. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to look at this is for Virgo sun sign, rising sign, moon, or anybody with prominent Virgo in their chart. For the month of January, February, and March, the first quarter, we've got Ten of Swords, Two of Swords, and then finally Knight of Cups. Boy, that Knight of Cups has been out. That person, and by the way, there's no gender in any of these readings, but that Knight of Cups has been out, I think, in almost every reading so far. Okay, next on to April, May, June for our Virgo. I was going to say Gemini friends, so you may be a Gemini you're dealing with. Oops. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune, nice. July, August, September for our Virgo friends. July, August, and September. July, August, September. July, August, September for Virgos. Oops, this way. October, November, December for our Virgos. There's one. You're getting quite a few swords here, Virgos. I mean, you guys can be a little bit of worrywarts, so... But you've got some other beautiful cards here, too. I was going to take the top. I'm going to take them both. Sometimes I do that. Because that one stayed behind, I'm going to add that in there. If that happens in a personal reading, I'm definitely looking at it, So let's see what we've got here. Well, you do have a lot of swords. Starting out with the very first card, you do have the Ten of Swords. So some of you may be coming out of some pretty deep, hard stuff. I want to tell you, I'm going to read, it does cover the quarters of the year, but I want to read this all together because it's telling me the whole story. Because whatever this is, you were being pushed to let go of something in order for this stuff to take hold here. But as we start the year, you may still be kind of immersed in the painful part of it. You're going to make that decision to make a change in your life. All comes down to you, just like Joni Mitchell said on hearing that song. Knight of Cups is going to be a part of it. Water sign energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or maybe happening in the time of Pisces, water sign time in this quadrant would be Pisces, late February through late March. This person is, here's what I want to say about it for some people, that they've already been through it, and you can follow their model, or they could even give you a helping hand or help you through it. April, May, June, we're rolling into eclipse season. The eclipses are not in your sign, but however, you're always affected. And there is some changing things going on. As a matter of fact, in March, Saturn's going to move into Pisces, and that's going to be opposing all your Virgo stuff. But again, we're not going to go into that. We would look at that specifically if you had a personal reading. April, May, June, eclipse season. Here you are right in the middle of it, though, but I love it. And success is standing out to me so strong. By the way, let that happen. If you see the cards talking or moving around, definitely note that, because that's a message. You're looking at some new house, some new property, and this Wheel of Fortune, things are going to luck right into place. I feel, and it says cohabitate, but I saw have. So some of you, it might be a rehab, or it might be a house that needs some rehabbing. But Virgos, you're down for that. That's right in your wheelhouse. Virgos, you can see all the ins and outs and details, and you're going to check everything, make sure the wiring's right, and all this different thing. So it feels like you're going to be having a lot of fun and enjoying this project, whatever it might be. You may even be just completely moving somewhere out of state even. July, August, September, you know, there could be a minor setback during this time. It does seem like you're getting worried again. You've got to watch yourself slipping into that worry mode, Virgo. You're one of the worriers, and we need worriers in the world. We need people to. Everybody can't be a Pollyanna, you know. There's got to be people that are, you know, looking after things, and you're one of them, definitely. But you know, you can get a little overboard. It's shown in a couple of spots here. Take some time, find some way to stop. Find some way to get in this hangman mode. If you're not familiar with the tarot, you should know that the hangman is not, he's enlightened. He always has that aura of enlightenment around. He's getting downloads from the universe. He's pausing. He's reflecting. He's not in anguish. He's looking at things from a different angle. He's getting downloads from spirit, especially when you have this judgment card here. I mean, this is some kind of big karmic thing, and angels are pulling you out of this and going to reward you as we move into this air sign energy of the last 3 months. And this is going to, there are some eclipses in this time frame too, and there will be one in air sign. There will be a Libra eclipse, which is going to be on October 14th of 2023. There will be an eclipse in Libra. This feels very strong, like that's that eclipse. Some kind of big breakthrough for you that leads to the Ten of Cups. If any of you are single, this could definitely be you meeting somebody that you're just madly in love with. You might marry them, or you're just, you know, you're inseparable is what I'm hearing. You've got this Ace of Pentacles as that extra card that wanted to come out too. So some of you, and that's typical Virgo, you're like, forget about the relationship. Show me the job or the money or the career thing. That's what I want. Not in every case, but for some people, could be that you may, you know, get this new job, and that's just, you're running home to tell your family, guess what, I got it, we can move now, or we can, you know, we can do whatever, you know, our plan, we can set our plans in motion. Okay, let's get our animal totem for our Virgo friends for the month. I keep wanting to say month, I'm so locked into that dialogue, but it's the year of 2023. Snail. So snail says things could be going at a slow pace. When you have the Four of Rods in the snail, though, it absolutely can be moving, you know, because the snail carries the house around on its back. And it could even be something like that. You may get a Winnebago, or, you know, I'm hearing that song, a Winnebago, or when they say that in there? What do you want from life by the Tubes? What do you want from life? Try and be happy while you do the nasty things you must. Well, you can't have that, but you can have, and it's go, a Winnebago. I think they say that in there. I'm not sure. A Gucci shoe tree. I always remember that one. But anyways, it could be like that. You guys might be taking off. You might be really considering it since that song came through. What do you want from life? If things are causing you a lot of stress, you know, you might just be saying, you know what, let's just pack it up and go. Pack it up and go. Hey, I'm getting a lot of music, and I've gotten zero music thus far, so maybe some of you are in a band or a music thing, and you're going to go on tour. Could be something like that. Or go on tour with a band in some other way. Or a show, that musical show. Or maybe if you're not a performer, maybe you're a stagehand or costume designer, or you're doing the booking and all the, you know, the show manager, whatever they call it, tour manager. Somebody like that. For some people out there. Again, if it was a personal reading, we would really dive in and get into it. But that is it for Virgo, and we're going to move on to the next sign of Libra. Libra, you guys are, and I would, again, I'm not going to go too much into it, but I will tell you the nodes are moving into your sign. You're going to start having eclipses in your sign. So there's quite a bit of astrology that is coming your way. But again, this is just going to show the tarot portion of it. And if you order a personal reading, I would look into that specifically for you. But let's get into, for Libra, the Libra Collective for the first few months, January, February, March. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1. Okay, April, May, June. April, May, June for our Libra friends. I do recommend you watch that little intro that kind of explains the process of this reading. And there we go, April, May, June. We got World, 3 of Pentacles, and 6 of Swords. July, August, September. July, August, September for Leos. I forgot to, not Leos, Libra. Definitely for Libra. don't freak out in the comments. It's for Libra. Okay, July, August, September. We've got these 3 cards: Knight of Rods, 4 Rods, and the Hierophant. And then finally, oh, we got one, got a jumper. So we'll just do these 2. We've got the 10 of Cups and an 8 of Cups. You got a lot of journey cards showing off. Could be definitely moving. That's definitely a thing. But let's go through row by row and see. Decision's going to be made, and there's going to be a reason to celebrate about this decision. Some kind of big breakthrough for you. Could be even right around the first of the year, or some of you may be talking or meeting, or could be something that's going on at a New Year's Eve celebration. This feels very imminent, very fast. Doesn't feel like it's the third month in or anything. So where there's going to be some kind of celebration, perhaps, or if you are attending a celebration, it could happen there. An important contact could be made. April, May, June, this is when we're moving into the eclipse season. Now, it won't be in your sign in the spring eclipses, but it'll be in your opposite sign on April 20th, and then your actual eclipses are going to, this year will be October 14th. The nodes are going to move into your sign in July also, the south node. So you're going to see a lot of people from the past. But again, I'm not going to do so much astrology on this part. Something is opening up for you big time here. You've got the world. This is the doorway to whatever you're wanting. You're walking through the doorway. You will have to, there's some like steps that have to be done in order to embrace this or have this thing in your life. Like maybe, I don't know, some kind of certification for some, or I want to say 3 steps. There's 3, maybe it's 3 interviews. You know, you might have to go through 3 interviews, but then you're off. Then you're leaving the turbulent waters behind and you're moving on into the smoother sailing, more aligned with your goals and dreams, going away from things that cause you upset and heartache and troubles. July, August, September, we've got this fire energy. Boy, they coming in strong. They're just really coming in strong. Could be a Leo or showing up in the time of Leo, but it really could be any of the fire signs, including Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. We've got this 10 of, why did I say, 10 of the cups is down here. Some of you could be meeting somebody. If you're looking for love, this could absolutely be a love interest. You may be moving in together. You may be picking out a house or doing somebody's buying pillows and draperies and matching up things for the house, like decorating and things like that. Hierophant, part of a larger group. Some of you may be moving into some kind of like a condo. Maybe if you had a single home, you might be moving into more of a condo or where there's a lot of people, or it feels somebody's moving to somewhere like a where there's a golf course and a bunch of people live around the golf course or something like that. And it says group of 5 here, so there could be a group of 5 homes or cluster homes or, you know, a subdivision or something along those lines. That's only going to count for some people. October, November, December, there it is, your eclipse. And boy, you're looking pretty here, Libra. You got your money together. You're nine of Pentacles, you're rocking the money. Your money's doing great. And you're so happy about it. Some of you absolutely could be like getting married. I'm hearing destination wedding. Some of you could be going on a destination wedding. There could be some travel, but you've definitely got some kind of changes here because you got 2 journey cards and the 4 rods. These are all cards of travel, journey, relocation. So it's highly likely that could happen. And with the eclipses coming through your sign, you know, it's all, oh, I'm grabbing the wrong deck. We're going to do the Animal Totem. You know, ooh, sorry about that loud noise if it hurt your ears. You know, with the eclipses, change is inevitable. Okay, Libra, what's going to be your Animal Totem for 2023 for Libra? The rat. So watch out for these rats. I don't see anything here necessarily, but that could be part of what you're leaving behind. You know, there could be some kind of, some kind of a rat energy, or you may feel that way. You may feel somebody has done you wrong, and maybe that's the impetus, the thing that makes you move. There's no, like, you only have 2 of Swords and Ace of Swords. You don't have any, like, swords or anything showing up here particularly, but of course it's going to be different for everybody. Sneaking, slinking, hiding, stealing, fear, lack, hoarding, squalor, surviving in harsh environments, release what no longer serves you. Well, there it is in a nutshell. Release what no longer serves you. You know, that's showing all over the place. Okay, Libras, good luck with the South Node and good luck with the eclipses. Now we're going to move on to the next sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorps, let me get these cards back in the deck and get a shuffle going here for you. The one's left behind, I'm going to put that as your first card. Okay, what's going on? I recommend you do watch that very intro to talk about what this is all about here. I just heard what's it all about, Alfie. So I know it's not really a common name anymore, but maybe someone out there is dealing with somebody by the name of Alfie, or that goes by Alfie. April, May, June for our Scorpio friends. April, May, June. April, May, June for our Scorpio friends. April, May, and June. We'll do this kind of shuffle for the next part. July, August, September for our Scorpio friends. July, August, and September for our Scorpio friends. July, August, September for Scorpios. What do we got here? And finally, and then last but not least, October, November, December for our Scorpio friends. You've got one more eclipse in your sign here, Scorpio. Let me just get this October, November, December. I was just thinking about that because this is the eclipse months here. These are the eclipse months and these are the eclipse months. Which again, in a private reading, we will talk at length about that, especially if you have Scorpio on your chart. But this is just we're just doing the card part for this, general collective reading. You are going to have just the tail end of Scorpio. We're going to have one more lunar eclipse in your sign this year, and then it's going to start changing. And that's going to be on May 5th. There's going to be a lunar eclipse in your sign. But look at how nice the cards look here. But let's start from the beginning. First card out, wanted to stay out, was this Queen of Pentacles. Earth sign energy, does not apply. Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Perhaps it's showing up or happening in the time of Capricorn, which is right out of the gate. First few weeks of January, we're in Capricorn time. To me, she looks like she's thinking about something. She's thinking it over. Should I do this? Should I not do this? I'm not sure. And it's leading into this beautiful Empress energy. I think that's you bringing that. I think that's her bringing that. I think it's a really nice combination. Collectively, you can produce beautiful vibes. And for some people, there could be a pregnancy, or you maybe even be moving to a new home, or moving to one second, Scorpio. I'm going to make a noise real quick. You may be moving to a new home to expand because you need more room because there's a baby coming. Or I'm picking up in some cases somebody out there, their kid is going to come back, or their stepkids or something. They're moving back to town because they're pregnant. They're going to move back to. They moved away and they're moving back, and they may be even staying with you temporarily until they get their own new place, but they're coming back around. April, May, June, there's some concerns about some money. Again, this is the eclipse sign, but beautiful wish card is there. Your wish is coming true during this time frame. And it looks like there's going to be some news in fire time, which would be Aries. The first few weeks of April, we're going to be in Aries. Beautiful news about something exciting is what I'm getting. So you're going to be excited about this, Scorpio. July, August, September, something that you gave up on is coming back from the past. Or it could be someone in certain cases. And it's showing up in the sign of air. Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. There's a strong connection for me with this, with something from childhood, or maybe it's even your own child. Again, because I was picking that up here, like maybe somebody's kids are moving back home. It could be something like that. Reunion, are you having a class reunion? If so, I definitely feel like you'd want to attend. But it feels like I'm hearing, the mother and child reunion is only a moving away. Everyone down. So the mother and child reunion, it could be. Somebody's out there, their son was in jail and he's getting out. I hate to just blurt that out, but I'm picking that up for sure for somebody. But it's still going to be different. Maybe they're coming home from school, this is summer months, maybe they're going back to school, or a lot of different things it could be. Of course, again, a personal reading, we could dive into the details. This looks beautiful. This is the second round of eclipses, and there is going to be one in your opposite sign of Taurus, the lunar eclipse on October 28th. But this looks wonderful, beautiful, marvelous. Wonderful, marvelous. There you are, showing as the king. You are fully in your power, male or female. You are fully in your power. Next to the Ten of Pentacles, full power, full throttle is what I'm hearing. Full throttle, joy, happiness, love. Somebody's offering you love. Somebody, you might be getting married. People might be getting married. But it's music to your ears is what I'm hearing. This is the wish coming true. This is the fulfillment of that wish coming true that you're hoping for. Maybe even while watching this video, but even for sure back here during when the eclipse season starts. All right, let's go ahead and make a wish on that eclipse time. Again, your eclipse is going to be May 5th. And I'll talk about it again when we're doing the monthlies when that comes up, but just in case you want to mark your calendar now. All right, let's get our animal totem for our Scorpios for the, it keeps going to the month, the year of 2023 for Scorpio, sun, rising, moon, or anybody with Scorpio. Butterfly, beautiful energy. You are really going to be spreading your wings, coming into, you've got the king here, the 10 of cups, the butterfly, the empress. These are all about flourishing, spreading your wings, coming into your full power and your full beauty. No longer of the earth, you take flight to soar with the angels, release burdens and embrace the metamorphosis. Dance in joyous revolution, or that's funny I said revolution, because that could be important too, but it's actually joyous recognition of the ever-evolving now. Wow, beautiful energy, Scorpio. Well, this is you coming through all these eclipses. And again, if you ordered a personal reading, I would look at specifically where those eclipses hit and everything else, but for the collective, this is going to be it. Have the best year, Scorpio, and we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius. Thanks for tuning in and for your reading. Let's get into the first 3 months of January, February, March. Please do watch the intro video for more information on how this whole thing works. Again, it's not the whole year ahead for us. I would do it a personal reading, but it's the card portion of it. And again, this is a general reading for the collective for April, May, June for Sagittarius, yeah. So, you know, I'm not going to, there won't be personal details that you would get out of personal reading. July, August, September for Sagittarius. July, August, September. July, August, September. July, August, September. July, August, September for Sagittarius. Okay. And then one more. And then finally October, November, December for our Sagittarius friends. Let's see what we got here. And then the last card of the 9. Okay. Somebody else had this. I think this has been in the first row a couple times. So there's some decision that you have to make, but it sure looks like it could be a major victory for you, and it could be a major money. If any of you have an opportunity to travel, you've got this Chariot, which is a beautiful success card, but it's also a card of journey, travel. It looks beautiful. It looks like it could be coming up right in the time of Capricorn, so right in January even. For some, there's no gender in these readings, but so for some, this could be involving a Earth sign person, a Scorpio. Earth's being Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. It's funny I said Scorpio, and we've got water here, but I'll get to that in a minute. You know, the other thing about the Chariot is it's got the 2 Sphinxes here, and then we've got the 2 of Swords. So it's like there's two directions you can go in. You've got to make a decision. If this is of any help to anybody, this Earth sign person would be the direction you would want to go in, or maybe they're even the advisor, or if it's just financial, because this is money, follow the financial gain or whatever. April, May, June, we've got this beautiful Strength card with these 2 people. These people are in love. Maybe it's you, because if you're Sagittarius, you could have some Scorpio stuff in your chart. But I do pick up, like, these people are definitely in love. There's a lot of sparks and romance. Maybe it's you, but maybe it's just somebody that you're real happy for. Maybe it's your child or your sister or your brother, or somebody that you really care about, and they finally found somebody. And it looks like it's going to be a lot of this encompassing of love and emotion and romance going on in the spring. In the spring, our hearts turn to love, is what the guides came through with. July, August, September, well, we got all that love, and we got Ace. When you get Ace of Rods and the Empress, almost always this means a pregnancy, the seed being implanted in the womb, a pregnancy coming on. Because we do have this this 5 of Rods here, this arguing stress, it may not be welcomed or planned. So if that's the case, love is grand, but if you're not planning on getting pregnant, maybe you should, make sure that you're using some protection to avoid an unwanted pregnancy. For some of you, maybe you've been trying a really long time and you've been fighting against all odds. If that's the case, they're saying then when you just relax, then it'll come. When you just relax and be in love and not like try to, we got to get pregnant, just, be in love and it'll come through. October, November, December, this is when the second round of eclipses are hitting in too. There's going to be an eclipse in Libra and an eclipse in Taurus. it feels like you've just really reached the end of the road on something, and you are definitely ready to move on. You're scared. There's a little bit of fear. There's a little bit of trepidation. You're not sure if it's the right move, but you know that you're not putting up with this anymore. You're not sure where you're going, but I also like that they're going in the direction of the Empress if you follow it this way. And the Empress is always, besides pregnancy, it's just going to be abundance, happiness, joy, good stuff, you know. All right, let's get our animal totem for our Sagittarius for the year of 2023. The snake. Snake is Kundalini, but snake can also be, deception. It has that vibe. It's also shedding your skin and moving on to the next phase, though. Kundalini activation, carnal knowledge, portal to awakening, primal chi medicine. The new you is emerging now. Yeah, the new you is emerging. And I keep getting kind, loving. I feel like this is an important relationship on whatever level it is. If it's your romantic partner, or if it's a business partner, a creative collaborator, your child, or whatever the case. This is a very important relationship, and this is going to be the basis for a lot of things that are going to be happening in this year coming up for you, Sagittarius. Okay, now we're going to move on to the sign of Capricorn. Let me gather up all the cards. Capricorn, guess what? Pluto's getting out of your sign, and we will definitely talk about that, as far as the personal readings would go. We'll look and see where your Capricorn planets are. Also, though, if you do want some further insight, I did do a whole video just on the Pluto going into Aquarius. You could check that out if it's interesting. But let me put a tick mark that we're doing Capricorn. Capricorn, January, February, March. So these kind of just flew out. So we're going to go ahead and do that. There's 5 cards. So I'm going to make these the first 5 cards. One, January, February, March. And then April, May, June. And we're going to take the top card for the next one. And then we're going to shuffle again for July, August, September. July, August, September. July, August, September for our Capricorn friends. And then last but not least, the October, November, December. Yeah, so you're in it because you're going to feel that Pluto leaving your sign, although it will bop back in. Sorry, it was my dog. Thought I heard something. I'm going to make a spraying noise really quick, Capricorn. It will bop back into your sign momentarily. It's going to go into, I do have this information written down here somewhere on one of my cards. There it is. Okay, it's going to go in March 24th. It's going to leave Capricorn, but then it'll be back in June. So you're not quite done, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel with this Pluto energy for us Capricorns. Okay, October, November, and December for our Capricorns. October, November, and December. I'm going to turn that around. I'm reading them all upright today. All right, well, we're starting out the year with this Nine of Swords. Could be something, here's the thing. Capricorns, you're always so upfront. You're always so on the ball, so dutiful, so family-oriented. And, people hurt you, and you don't let it show. You're always put on a bold face, and you're always so strong. But it looks like, somebody could have really hurt you, and you probably aren't going to say anything. You'll be the typical strong Capricorn that just plows right through, trods right through. But by the time we get to the March energy, by the time we get into the Pisces energy, the late March, that's my dog, I locked him out, the late March into late February into March, as we get into the Pisces energy, things are going to start to change, turn around, and things like that. April, May, June, eclipse season. There could be some major things showing up for you around this time. Now, when is that Pisces? Yeah, it's March. End of March, Pluto leaves Capricorn. It looks like there's some kind of huge opportunity for you. You're almost, you doubt. I'm hearing that song, when in doubt, I whip it out. I got me a rock and roll band. It's a free-for-all. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So I don't know if you'll be whipping anything out there, Capricorn. But that doubt stood out to me, but not in a bad way. Like, when in doubt, I whip it out. So if you, when in doubt, whip it out. Whip out your accomplishments. Whip out what you're proud of, because there's plenty of it, Capricorn, I'm sure. He was proud of being in a rock and roll band. When in doubt, I whip it out. I got me a rock and roll band. It's a free-for-all. Anyways, moving on. Because you got the goods here. You got what it takes. You deserve it. Don't be afraid to step into this power. This is eclipse season, and things are changing. And it looks like something huge could be coming for you, something huge. July, August, September, you got the Wish card with this Lovers and the Queen of Swords. Now, there's no gender in these readings, so Queen of Swords can be anybody. Probably air sign energy. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Well, timing-wise, could be the end of September as we move into Libra in this quadrant. That'll be our air sign time frame. But this is a wish come true. So for some of you, it's a romantic relationship, probably for most. But for some of you, I feel like this is also like maybe a family reconciliation comes through real strong for me on this one. Somebody that you've been having some problems with, and it might be a family member or an old friend. This feels like something that's been around for a long time. For some people you might meet somebody. If you're out there looking, you could meet somebody new. October, November, December. This card has been in every reading. Usually up there, but now it's down here. Trying to make this decision. They're saying, I'm hearing pace yourself. I heard pace yourself. Take your time on making this decision. Strength is about taking your time. Capricorns, you're great at this anyway. That's right up your alley. You always are. Slow and deliberate. There's going to be this cocky stands out to me. Because I'm hearing this whip it out and cocky. I mean, you take that with a grain of salt. But anyways, this young person, fire sign energy, maybe coming up in the time of Sag after Thanksgiving and in early, December when I'm recording this right now in Sagittarius time. Next year, though. I feel like they're cool and they want to help you and it's a good thing, but they're it feels like they're like, go, let's come on. They're not really pressuring, it wouldn't be the right word, but they're overly excited and they want things to happen faster. You might have to be the one to say, hey, we need to slow down and take our time on this, and let's go through it and really be careful and make sure. Let's dot our I's and cross our T's, okay? All right, let's get our animal totem for our Capricorn friends for the year of 2023. Oh, hummingbirds, so that's love. Maybe it is a big love affair for some of you. This felt kind of more like the love affair. This feels more like the family love of some sort. I think what the guides are coming through with is it's saying Capricorn are going to be mending a lot of fences this year. So it could be you get a relationship, and then you're also, and I feel like for some of you, if you have a new relationship, I feel like they're going to be instrumental also in you reuniting with whoever, your parent, your sibling, whoever, your kid, whoever you've had this falling out with that I'm picking up. I feel like they're going to be really instrumental in it. You may be just like, whatever, I'm done with them, I'm over it, because Capricorns can do that too. Because they've hurt you. They've done some hurtful things and said some hurtful things to you. And this person might be the one that kind of softens your heart to them or kind of facilitates the reunited reunion. Okay. Love abounding, laughter and joy. Elevated vibrations bring glimpses of magic. The fairy folk surely dance nearby. Savor the sweet bouquet, taste the nectar of life. This is my card of love relationships, and when you've got this whole line up here, definitely looks like it could be some major love coming in for Capricorn. Well, Pluto's been through and transformed you. I'm not gonna, so now you're ready for the next chapter. Let's go ahead and move on to our sign of Aquarius. Again, this is just the card portion of what the year ahead reading looks like. If it was an actual year ahead, I would be going into a lot more detail, looking into your astrology and tuning into you specifically. But here we go for our Aquariuses for January, February, March. January, February, March. We've got Nine of Swords, the Moon, and the Wish card. Let's shuffle again for April, May, June for our Aquarius friends. April, May, June. April, May, June. April, May, June. High Priestess, Hermit, and the World. July, August, September. 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 You guys are one of the signs that is really going to have a lot of astrology going on this year too. Saturn's in your sign, and it's leaving, and then Pluto's coming into your sign. So, I mean, there's a lot going on. And again, if you had a private reading, I would look into that specifically about where your planets are. But October, November, December. October, November, December. But I venture to say big changes have been happening and are continuing to for you. Got Devil, Three of Pentacles, and Queen of Cups. All right, so you're starting out with this Nine of Swords. There's some kind of worry, upset. Something may happen around the beginning of the year. But by the moon, they're saying by the moon, now I'm hearing, by the light da, 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 of the silvery moon, do, 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 I want to swoon do, 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 with my honey and do, 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 honeymoon. Keep it shining in June. That's what I was trying to get to. There could be something that's going to be resolved by June. Or you want to, if you might want to look up that whole song. By the silvery moon. That's the name of the song. But this moon energy, well, it's going to shine a light on some things for you, Aquarius. That's what I feel too. And something could be revealed. I mean, Pluto's going in your sign. Something can, this is January. March is when Pluto's going in your sign, March 24th. And Saturn's going out of your sign. So, but here's the thing, with Saturn going out of your sign on March 8th, Saturn, they always leave a gift. So even though something could be revealed that possibly is hurtful or shocking to you or throws you in a tailspin here I'm getting, it's a gift. It's a gift because now you know the truth, now you know where you stand, and your wish is coming true. It's actually a wish come true. It may be a blessing in disguise, highly likely. April, May, June. Now, this is eclipse season, not in your sign, but, I mean, you're going through a lot of change and, you know, disruption and all kinds of things. And they're like saying, let's lay low. You got all three of these, actually. Moon, Hermit, High Priestess. These are all cards of kind of getting quiet, of going within, of laying low, of soaking up this inner wisdom. Now, Saturn has been in your sign for about 3 years. You may want to reflect over what was going on over the past 3 years. What did Saturn teach me? You know, there's a lot of things associated with it. Because it's opening up the world. By doing that, by not rushing in willy-nilly, by taking that time to really digest everything that's happened over, I want to say 9 months, over the last 9 months for some of you, some digestive gestation, I'm trying to say. You may be giving birth to something, even if it's not a baby. It may be something that's, I'm picking that up real strong. It's something that's been, I keep wanting to say digesting, but it's gestation. Gestating? I'm not getting it right. I can't pronounce it right. You know, it's been a gestation period over the last 9 months. It's time to come forward now. And it's the world. It's a whole new world, they're saying. Arrival. You are arriving. Okay, July, August, September. Here you are, right here, and you've got two people on either side of you. Now, there's no gender in these readings. So this is the air sign individual, so that would be you, the Aquarius. You are an air sign, by the way. Don't fight me on that. You are a water bearer, but you are an air sign. I am 100% positive. So you're an air sign, but you do have these two water signs on either side of you. So this is very strong for the water sign time frame of Cancer, which is going to be the first few weeks of July. I feel like we're all together now. All together now, all together now, all together now, all together now. I feel like we're all together now. I feel like this is, I found my team. I'm hearing squad of all things. I was going to say, we found, and I hear, there's moon, it says moody, but I saw moon. Let that happen, by the way. If you see letters or things, go with that. But moody, I found my squad. I was going to say tribe or my group, you know, but they're saying squad, so that's real specific for somebody. But you guys are all together now, and and here's the three here. You balance each other out, and you're moving forward. They're going to help you get out of, as we move into October, November, December. We do have this devil card showing up here. And I'm hearing the song again. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. You never devil woman, she's gonna get you. Wow. So don't let the devil woman get you, you know. No. I feel like for a lot of people there's a choice. That you've got something to show here, whether it's your portfolio or your resume or your work history or just your good ideas that you have. And this is the way to go. This person is going to come in, I feel, and try to maybe make you a counteroffer, but the strength isn't here. This is the strength. The strength lies in the 3. The strength lies in the 3. That's coming through super strong there, Aquarius, for the collective out there. All right, let's get your animal totem for the year ahead for our Aquarius friends. What is our 2023 Animal Totem for Aquarius? The sheep, a repeater. Somebody else had the sheep. Sheep is about being jealous. I mean, this goes right in with the moon, the high priestess, the hermit, the sheep. It's this quiet, it's this peace, seeking that quiet, seeking that peace. And as you are showing as the king, that's a lot of times what happens as we move into, after our second Saturn return, for some are watching, we move in. It doesn't have to be specifically aligned to your Saturn return, but as we get older, we get more peaceful. We don't get involved in the drama. Most people don't. I mean, some people I guess still do, but most don't. All right, let's see here. Lamb of God, take away the sins of the world. Sacrifice, vulnerability, innocence, humility, stillness, peace, quiet, pastoral life. Prophetic dreams uncover and ancient knowledge. Yeah, this is all about this. You guys could be getting some major downloads. Pluto can do that. Pluto is going down deep. And then Saturn leaving. I feel like it's Saturn leaving. Both are happening in March, by the way. Saturn leaves your sign, Pluto comes into your sign. So I feel like something could be really revealed, and you're going to see the truth. You're going to see the truth, Aquarius. And the truth shall set you free is what the guides just came through with on the tail end of that. Okay, let's get these cards gathered back up and go into Pisces. Now, if you're just skipping ahead into your sign, I recommend you watch that intro, which explains the whole reading. This is only part of what the year ahead personal reading would be like, and it also explains how this whole thing rolls out. So it's just a couple minutes long. I don't really want to have to repeat it 12 times, so please watch it. Here's for Pisces for 2023, January, February, March. Judgment, Devil. I got that same song. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you from behind. Let's erase that. Pisces, clean slate, Pisces. Pisces 2023. There's your first card, second and third. There you are. Okay, July, August, September for our Pisces friends. July, August, and September. July, August, September. Let's see here. July, August, September. Oops, we're reading them all up, right? October, November, December for our Pisces friends. Lust is standing out to me. Huge. Just grabs me. Lust. Let that happen too if something grabs you. Pay attention. October, November, December. October, November, December. October, November, December. October, November, December. Okay. All right. Well, you're here all over the place. The gang's all here. You got the Knight, Queen, and King. So those are all the water sign energies of which you are a member. But let's start at the beginning. All right, we started out with the Judgment card. This is paying of some karmic debt. Well, Saturn's moving into your sign. This is also a big cycle. And again, if you ordered the private reading, I would go into exactly when it's going to hit your sign and everything. But I can tell you, the years that Saturn was in Pisces in the past were 1994 through 1996. And then before that, we had 1964 to 1967. I mean, even if you were alive in the early 60s, if you were just a child or a teenager or whatever, I would really pay more attention to this one, the 1994 to 1996. What did you initiate? What was going on in your life at that time? What did you, as a whole, you can do these exercises of, just writing down lists of everything. But whatever it is, it's come full term. So we're going all the way back to the early 90s. Something back from that time frame is come full term, and you are free of it. You don't have to be in bondage to this anymore. You are free to move on to the next chapter. The Wheel of Fortune is here. The wheel is turning to the next chapter of your life. And the Queen of Rods is here. I don't feel she's the devil woman. But maybe she is. For some, maybe she is. Maybe somebody you want to avoid. I'm actually getting some good vibes off of her. Well, him or her, no gender, them, fire sign energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. In this first quadrant, the timing on that could be the end of March as we move into Aries. That may be the timing of this person showing up. I feel good vibes from them. I'm hearing they have the solution to your problem. That's what I hear from the guides. April, May, June, you may be still, you're letting a bunch of stuff go. This is actually, I think, the month when in March, is when you're just getting used to having the Saturn in your sign again. But it looks like you're making good use of it here. You're over here and you're building something. Because Pisces, you're cool. I love my Pisces. I have Jupiter in Pisces. I have Neptune in my first house. I'm very Piscean myself, if you haven't noticed. I know my regular viewers are like, yeah, no shit, we know that. But, usually Pisces making it in the world is not, they're not really that outward driven usually. They're more creative, they're more spiritual. But you're going to, with this Saturn coming into your sign, and this is the actually eclipse season too, but I think it's more the Saturn energy, you're really going to start building something. Now I'm hearing building a mystery, Sarah McLachlan. But you're really going to start building something, and you're really going to start building up your financial. Some are building a portfolio, like a stock portfolio or something, and you could really make some big strides in your finances and building in the material world with Saturn. Saturn can really aid you in that because you're so watery and spiritual and out there. Saturn's going to bring you right down to the ground, and it could bring in some of these ideas that you have, and it could really bring it into the 3D and really implement it. July, August, and September looks like you might meet up with a little snag. You've got the Three of Swords there. But whatever it is, it's for the best. You've got the Wheel of Fortune here. This is for the best. And Wheel of Fortune is karma, fate, and Saturn is the Lord of the karma, and it's coming into your sign here. Justice will be done. It's karmatic justice, I'm sure of it. Whatever's maybe being removed from your life or whatever this kind of thing is happening over here, it's for the right. It's for the right thing. Some of you, it could be an actual legal thing. Maybe you actually are signing some kind of legal contract. October, November, December, you're moving through. Saturn can really move you through these cycles, especially when you've got this Judgment here, this Wheel of Fortune. Knight, King, Queen. You could be moving, Queen, King. You could be moving through these cycles very quickly. Saturn can make you grow up, and that's not a bad thing. That's not necessary. It certainly doesn't look like a bad thing here. You could also be up against some obstacles from other people. This feels like, if that's the case, this could be like some family members who are like, Pisces, what? You want to start, you always lay around the couch dreaming when you're going to start a business. Oh, laugh. Don't let them laugh at you. You show them. You show them who's what. You may be separating from the crowd a little bit, because this could also just be your tribe. The Knight, this is the tribe. They're all in the same group there. The Knight, they're the Cups. The Cup Court card people. So that's your gang. I'm hearing the Gang of Thieves. That's your Gang of Thieves. They're a really good band if you have never heard of them. I went to see them when they came to my town a couple years ago. They were very good. I like them. Little plug for Gang of Thieves there. Anyways, Pisces, what is going to be your animal totem? The dog, that's loyalty. But, the dog is also not only loyalty, but finding your new pack. And some of you may be doing that. Some of you, the new you that you're aligning with through all this, like you're kind of growing up or planning your stake in the world here with Saturn energy. Some of your old friends are going to be like, dude, come on, let's just go goof off all day and get high. No, I'm going to work on my thing here, and you're like, what? There could be some of that. Let's go play Frisbee. The Frisbee with the dog. But you'll find a new pack. For some, if that's the case, this person could be the key to your new pack. Loyal companion, protector, ally, immense capacity for unconditional love, service to the pack, group incarnation. To have friends, you must be a friend. You know what grabbed me the strongest on that thing? There was the group incarnation, because you're dealing with all this karmic stuff. So when you're in a group incarnation, and you have this bondage. You're in a group incarnation. You're in a group incarnation. You have other. Oh, we all have other people in our karma, but not always in a group like this. And this feels very strong because you've got the Knight, Queen, and King. All three of the. That's your group. That's your tribe. That's your pack. Service to the pack. That's your group incarnation. And maybe that has justice, wheel. This one. Maybe you have served that. You've served that karmic group, pack, or whatever you want to call it. And now you may be the lone wolf, but I don't really feel the lone wolf. I feel like you're going to move into the next group, your next group incarnation thing. Okay. Well, everybody, thank you all for tuning in and showing up for the reading. Again, this is just a portion of what the actual year ahead looks like. And if I'm doing the actual year ahead, we're going to look at some astrology. It's about a 20-minute reading, usually 20 to 25 minutes. And I really look into everything, and I'm tuning into you the whole time, and I'm saying things that are specific to you. I often get names. I get a lot of downloads. So if you're interested in that, if you're not, cool. If you enjoyed this, great. Hit that like and subscribe. Hope you did enjoy it. I hope you have the best year ever. A lot of changes in the astrology. We'll talk again soon. Happy New Year. Bye.